Hello, everyone, aphasia thrivers, or family members, or friends. Welcome back to this channel, Discover Inner You. And today we are talking about how recovery is possible beyond what many might think. And I'm Emily, and I'm a stroke survivor and thriver, and I'm a brain injury recovery coach, and I'm also a mentor for National Aphasia uh, National Aphasia Association, and so they gave me good information, so I'm going to share this to you. And this video is mainly for friends or family members for someone who have a brain injury that have aphasia. So I'm going to share my screens here, my slides. So how to aphasia treated. After trauma events occur, many people with aphasia see dramatic improvements in their language and communication abilities in the few months. Depends on how severe it is and how much their improvement. Um, for me, it was a long journey. It took a long time. Um, I was 18 from due to my heart defect, and took a while to recover. So I wanted to make this note. This notion that recovery stops after 6 months, healthcare provider might claim, it is not true. So I'm grateful that my doctor didn't say that. They said how long it will take to recover. So I'm glad he didn't share that. I don't remember, but my family shared that one time. But improvement can continue well beyond this arbitrary time frame. So I think every day is there improvement. And if it takes a while, depends on the severity, but just as the family member or friend or even neighbor, just continue, just believe that they can improve it, because it really helped for me. So every person who has aphasia is different, depends on what happened in the brain injury. So some they can't read, but they can speak. Some they can't speak, but they can read, or can't understand anybody. Like me, I couldn't understand anybody. Couldn't Mine was a global, which is everything. I couldn't read, couldn't speak, couldn't understand it, and it's hard to write because the language is all gone. So, and so it took a while, but over time, it improved, and I believe everyone that they can believe in themselves, they can do it. And with ongoing speech therapy and full support, improvement may be beneficial for years. Even now, I mean, last year, my speech improved because I was practicing to do YouTube channel. And when I practice several times with the same topic, my speech improved. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Some people think that I'm all healed, but I think my speech is different. So I nothing compared to anything. So it's just I just sometimes I speak okay, some not. But So I hope that everyone, that they can still believe they can, and just as the family member or friends, still support them, regardless how their how severity, how their speech is better or not. Just still, this thing here, maintaining social connections, helps people with aphasia well live well, and see the NAA website for ability in person programs and online services. There's always help for that. Here are the tips for communicating with aphasia, how to approach, and how. So try to avoid sound, background sound, like TV, radio, and other people speaking. Just tone the volume down. It's very hard to listen while listen to other things. For myself, it's really hard. Like family events or weddings, or it was really hard. It was really difficult to hear because there's so much going on. And make sure you have the person's attention before you speak, and then keep communication simple. Simplify your sentence structure and slow down. That really helps a lot. That helped me. And give a person with aphasia time to speak, and resist the urge to finish sentences, unless if it's a group and the person with aphasia wants some support and help the the sentences. That's fine if they wanted, but if they take over the conversations when they wanted to say it, that kind of, there might be tension and conflict. It's just give a lot of time if the person wants to do it. Yeah. And ask the person with aphasia to share what helps them to communicate the best. Whether for me, it helps to understand what we're saying while watching their mouth. It's crazy, but it really helps to communicate. So I'm really good at lip reading with no sound over time, but it really helps. Just share. I don't mind it. I want to talk about aphasia. It's just my life, basically. Living with aphasia. Anyway, and then use gestures, writing, and facial expressions in addition with speech. So that helps to communicate better. If it's just blank face, it's hard to determine what they're saying. Yeah, body language is huge with me. And then the last comment, last bullet point is kind of sensitive, or both parts. Um, the person with aphasia is not deaf, and so do not speak hard of hearing or like a child. It's very hard as a person with aphasia, knowing that I have knowledge in my head, but the language is gone. And so it's hard to communicate when add on with speaking like a child. I feel like I'm a baby, and it hurt. It's kind of like it's like it just doesn't feel good at all. So it's like double whammy when you're saying that way and speaking like a child. And um, it's good. I mean, it's good to simplify the way they're speaking, but yet speak like you're normal. Just imagine the person with aphasia is from another country, even planet, and it came and they're coming here, and the languages, we couldn't understand each other because the languages barrier is there, and so to speak like just like a language barrier, like from another country, that helps. I hope that helps, that analogy. Leave a comment if you have any questions or comment about it. And yeah, it is really hard to communicate both parts. Just patience, and give a lot of time, and just give a lot of compassion, and with a lot of love, basically, because when you have aphasia, it is we are most of the time isolated, not on purpose. Even if you live with someone, it's hard when you can't speak normally. Anyway, yeah, it's hard. For me, I had the stroke, and then almost a year, but January 1999, and then I had the stroke, and then December 1999, my dad passed away. But it's really hard to how to survive, especially your dad, who was the provider in my family, passed away, and it was very hard. But that kind of it pushed me harder to speak again, because I don't want to be dependent on anybody. Anyway, I I was determined to speak again and to have a job, especially have good health insurance, because I have a pacemaker and they're quite expensive. When you change the pacemaker, this is the 7th pacemaker. The first time was placed when I was 12. So it is it is this is 7th time, and in 2 years it's time to change it. And so I have really good insurance now, because I'm grateful that I really wanted it. I don't know, when you want it so badly, you'll get it. And I'm grateful to have this job at medical records tech, and it some people think it's tedious, but it's a job. I'm grateful for it, and it's good for me, because I like repetition for my job. It's really great for me. And it's hard. I'm surviving it, but I'm surviving it. I'm surviving it after 26 years after the stroke, and it took a while. But I just want to share that about my dad and mine, because it's really hard to. It's really sad, but at the same time, it pushed me so hard to speak again and to get a job. Have at least the get the basics. That's all I need, just basics. And so anyway, so I hope that I want you to push yourself as a person who has aphasia. I want to push you to work hard, and as a family member, or friend, or neighbor, or the grocery store cashier, they need support. They need support. Just give love or compassion. Just be there for them. Just being there for them is enough. So, both of you guys, I just want to say you're amazing. I appreciate you watching this video. You are uh, trying to learn more things about aphasia, and so that means you care. You care. Both parties. I believe in you. You matter. You got this. So keep moving forward, one step at a time.